Hey everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I just wanted to show you a couple of items that I'm going to be listing in my Etsy shop. I will have it linked down below my shop, so if you want to take a look, please do. I will only have these two Easter arrangements available this season, so if you'd like them, just know that I'm not going to be making any more. I did have a few that I made at Christmas time, and those were a little bit smaller and of course different because those were Christmassy and these are Eastery. So I'm going to show you both of them in detail, and again they'll be linked down below. Okay, so there are two Easter arrangements, and the first one is called the checked one because the bunny is checked, and it is a primitive country looking rusty pail, and it's filled with all sorts of cute things. So let's start with the pail itself. I spray painted this to make it look nice and rusty. It's not actually rusty. And I think it looks really nice. It's much bigger, like I said, than my Christmas one. I have a Christmas one here just so you can see the comparison. Okay, just in case you did have a Christmas one and wanted to see the difference. So the label I bought from Etsy, and I think it is so cute. It says Flopsy Mopsy and Cottontail Company Fresh Blackberry Pies. I did spray it with glitter spray to seal it, and I deckled the edge and then backed it with some gingham paper and aged that as well. I added some wood cutouts that I aged also, 2 bunnies, and I tied it with some homespun into a bow on the side, and I frayed the edges to make it look a little bit aged. Inside the bucket, I made a carrot, and I just think it looks so cute lying there. This is a cream striped homespun, if you could see that. And I tied a cute little piece of twine with a button around it and filled it with some greenery to make it look like the top of a carrot. This egg I covered myself. It's a styrofoam egg, and I covered it with 2 different kinds of fabric and some tan rickrack. And the bunny I also made myself. I created a pattern and sewed one out of some black and tan colored check homespun and filled it with polyfill, sewed it shut, and then I tied a coordinating piece of homespun around its neck. So this matches the egg, which matches the tie. I filled it with some floral foam and some Spanish moss, and everything is securely in here. It's not going to come out. And then I filled it with some greenery, and this greenery is the kind of like frosted, dusty looking. I mean, it doesn't come off or anything, but I think it really looks springy. And this one has a little bit of yellow flowers in the back as well. The measurements are approximately, it's hard to tell with all the greenery, but the basket itself is about 7 inches across, and with the bunny and the greenery, it's about a foot tall. And then from side to side, it is about 6 or 7 inches. So just approximate, just so you can get an idea. And again, this is the checked arrangement, and this is going to be $35 plus shipping. And I'm sorry, it's only to US just because I don't want to have to send them internationally. I think, I'll package them well, but let's keep it in the US, and it'll be really expensive to send internationally as well. Okay, so that is the checked arrangement. Let's move on to the next one. This one is called the floral, and this one has a little bit more colors to it. Just move that over. Okay, so that's what this one looks like, and the label is a little different, also bought from Etsy, and it says Peter Rabbit brand carrots. And as you can see, the label is a little bit more colored. I deckled the edges also and did add the same green gingham paper for the background. For this one, for the wood shapes, I added a bunny, and then on this side there's a carrot, which I also distressed, just like the other one. Also glittered, and I think that adds a really nice touch to it. Gives it a little bit of shine, but nothing too garish or anything like that. For the homespun, I used a tan and red ticking stripe homespun and tied it around the basket, and then I tied it into a bow on the side. Inside this one, I added another carrot. This one is that green and tan homespun, and I used a cream button, twine, and the same greenery on the top of the carrot. Instead of the fabric covered eggs, I used a couple of wooden eggs. There's a kind of a robin's egg blue, more of a regular blue, and then like a mustardy gold, and both are speckled, and those again are securely in the basket. They're not coming out. For the bunny, I used the same pattern that I made the checked one, but this one I used a nice floral, like ditzy print, nice country print. It's a tan background. It's got some reds and pinks and some greenery. I used a cream and red checked homespun to tie around the bunny's neck. Coordinates with this one. It's not the same, but it coordinates. And for the greenery, I use the same kind of greenery that I used at the first one. It's got some yellow flowers again. It's that nice, like dusty green kind of looking greenery that will look really nice in spring decor. And that's the back of that one. Again, I painted this pale to make it look rusty, although it's not rusty. They both have this kind of loop on the handle, which I think is really nice. It's a nice touch to it. So you'll see that's in both the arrangements. They're the same exact bucket. So I hope you like each one. Again, this is the floral. This is a check. They're both $35 each, and they will be listed in my Etsy shop. Those are the only two I'm going to have available. So if you want them, I suggest you run on over and grab one, and I'll send it out right away. And again, $35 plus shipping. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back soon with another crafty video. Bye guys.